Hey.
Bertie, Lisa, and myself, Terry, we're back in the room. And we have an interesting topic today. We're going to talk about similarities within our cultures, because even though our cultures are from different countries, we still have some similarities that all pull us together. Don't you agree, ladies?
Yes, definitely.
Definitely.
Sakafet, you're listening to Unfiltered Limin with BLT. Every week, we will reflect on our journeys on trying to navigate between our parents' traditional culture versus American culture. We are your hosts,
Bertie,
Lisa,
And Terry.
No one's talking, so let's get unfiltered.
I can tell you, I'm sorry, honey. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say the one main thing is the carnival.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Oh, definitely.
Yes. I think all West Indian cultures love to party. Carnival to celebrate, whether it's their independence, whether it's their whatever it is, but they celebrating something, and there's a lot of drinking and, and whatlessness, being carried on.
A lot of winding.
Exactly. All of that down to the ground, people, and the funny thing is that nobody is on different levels. Everybody for that time, that carnival time, everybody is equal because everybody jumping up. I mean, you could be a president of the country next to a vagrant. Y'all jumping up and going down the road. I mean, so you're celebrating and stuff like that. Now, the next day when everybody, gets sober, it's a different story. Am I lying? It's
No,
true.
you're right. You're right. Yeah, because the thing about it is, I don't know how they do it in Dominica or in Trinidad, but I know Haiti's culture, like they have bands that compete, right?
Oh, yeah. Yes, we do.
To let people know a little bit, versus the American, like how they set it up. So each band kind of like has a group that follows them. The time leading up, them, they do a video, they're out on the street, like they take how many days, competing, and then there's the grand prize of who's the best band, who's the best follower.
Yes.
Like it's really like it's just not you're gonna come and put it together. This is like they like from the moment one year ends, they already got their setup for next year. They already and they take that stuff like the people
very
that follow
serious.
these bands, these groups. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's very serious. It is very, very serious.
Yes. But you're right, Barry. Like the whole country's just like light up, from what I've seen and what I've heard and from family members, and it's a good time, bringing people together. So
it is. I mean, I enjoy it. Hold on to the big truck. Line up on the big truck. Big truck, they coming down. Big truck. Listen, people, a big truck does always be passing down by me. Always. So yes, I'll be lining up on the big truck.
I was gonna say you're gonna have to explain to them what's going on. I know by the 4th episode, they're like, "Yo, why this girl is always on a big truck?"
Well, for all the West Indians out there, already know what the big truck is. Whether it's a truck or whether it's a man holding on to a big truck, a big bouncy, a big butty thing. Yes, those two, that's a truck. So yes, whenever they had a big truck come in, yes. So,
I think another similarity also that we have is the discipline. And also our parents being strict.
Yes.
No nonsense. You don't mess up. Another similar, you go to school, you get an education, you stay out of trouble.
Yes.
Yeah. And another one. Another one too that's big is we're notorious for we pay our bills.
Oh yeah,
finance.
That's true.
We pay our bills like that right there.
Lisa, was that a dig?
I'm just saying that's just what it is.
Okay, just so we clarify here, so nobody doesn't feel like we trying to disrespect anybody. What she means is that, and Lisa, just tell me, if I'm right or wrong here. Sometimes some cultures tend to not pay on time, or to, let's call a spade. Some people also tend to, want to use other people's names, for bills and stuff like that, and they run up the bill, and so with the West Indian culture, that's why they're always making the jokes, and now West Indians always have 10 jobs, because we always want to make sure that everything is taken care of. We come here and correct me if I'm wrong, ladies, we come here because they think that this is the land of the opportunity to make a better life. So we come here, we make our money, and then we go back because we want to be able to live comfortable. That's the West Indian dream. You know, you come here, you get that job. Usually it's a nurse or it's one of those jobs that you in a, like my mother said, get in a good union. So you in one of those type of jobs that, you know, you're there for 20, 30 years, but you send money back home, you start building your house, and when you finish and you retire, that's where you go, you know, and you live in your life. I mean, is that correct, ladies?
That
Absolutely
is correct. You that is a very big similarity because it's the same thing. Yeah.
Short version?
Yeah.
They pay their bills. Sorry, my bad.
Okay.
They sure do. And the other thing too is like going with paying the bills. It's like they pay also. They like cash. They don't like credit.
Yes.
They don't like loans.
That is
so
true.
even with paying the bills, because you know sometimes people pay bills, but they get all this debt. They don't like debt. Like if they can't pay for something, they will work, save for it, and then go back to get it.
But they're good with the pay down though, Bertine.
Yeah.
They're good with paying down. They'll pay down little bit by little bit by little bit, yes, until it's paid off. But they're not doing, like you said, they don't like a loan or a line of credit. They don't want to commit to that. They would rather, if it's $100, they could say, okay, I could give you $20 a week, and they'll come religiously every week with the $20 because they'll send you this, go and pay so-and-so, make sure you go and pay them.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes, that is facts right there.
That is so true. And then the other thing too, like what Lisa was saying with school. So Haitian has this 3 L's, right? And my Haitian people would know there's 3 L's in the Haitian culture. It's l'école, la caille, l'église. And that means you go to school, you go to church, and you go home. Those are the 3 places that you are allowed to be outside of those perimeters.
That's true.
If you are caught out, like you got no business unless you with family.
Yes.
Or, you know, it's approved. Like, but literally, like if you think like, you know, like in American culture, oh, I'm going over my friend's house after school. What? No, you're not doing that. You are not doing that.
You're behind home.
Yes, and if you do, just be ready for them licks.
More licks.
Where all your children going? Where all your children going? Come home here. After school, come home here. Yes.
So that was one of the things that, you know, it's a similarity. What else, ladies?
I think we touched on it before about the food, right?
Oh, yeah.
But I think, because I know this is one of my problems, is every time I know somebody's coming over, I must cook lots of food.
It's a big part of something, right?
Yeah, I know one of my issues. I can't cook for under 50 people. There'll be one person coming over. Everything.
And then
you just have to have like lots of food. You feed people. Yeah. That's what you do. You feed people.
And I think like that's another similarity I think that, you know, we have within the West Indies, Caribbean is the fact that our gifts, I feel like, you know, how, and it's not every American, but, you know, they'll go and buy you. Like, I know for the holidays, you know, it's like the big thing is us coming together and cooking. You know what I'm saying? Like spending time cooking and just like enjoying the food and things like that. And the gifts could be there, but the food is like the, you know, like they take pride. Oh, I'm cooking this. You know what I'm saying? I'm bringing this and I'm bringing that. Like it's really a big thing, and you better know what you're cooking too. Don't be trying to.
You better come with your A game. Exactly. Because you know the family gonna talk about you. Exactly.
You better season your food overnight.
Watch the rice. Yeah.
Wash the chicken.
Yes. So let's go into that because I think that's
oh my God. But you go ahead and you talk about that because I have something to talk about. Go ahead.
American versus West Indies. So I'm not saying all of you guys do it, but in the West Caribbean, don't be cooking in front of the elder Haitian member and you're about to cook rice or meat and you think you're just going to take it out of the packet and not wash it and not like, you know what I'm saying? Like wash it real good, you know, like and then you only gonna put salt and pepper. They're gonna be like, what is it?
No.
Salt and pepper. What you feeding? Like you gotta make sure you do your seasoning. You know what I'm saying? And it's like a whole process. So my thing is, all my Haitian people, y'all know what I'm talking about. But the food is very particular on how you cook it, what seasoning you use. Go ahead, Terry.
Let me give you this joke. Big Bertide, I'm going to piggyback on that. I have a friend, I ain't going to mention no name, but I was cleaning some chicken and he says to me, "Oh, you doing a lot with that." Want to tell me how don't wash the chicken too much because of losing the flavor. Losing the flavoring? Let me tell you something. Short of taking a soap and bathing the chicken, I'm telling you, I just be scrubbing down because I also smell the chicken after, you know, I wash it to see if it still has that fresh scent to it. But I don't know what heat is be smelling for or what, and what flavoring, how you feeling good about that flavor. Or as I said, listen, don't be bringing nothing from me.
Maybe they like the flavoring of the chicken that fell off the belt onto the floor.
That's what I'm trying to think. What flavor? Can you ask them what flavor is it? Because the thing is, you putting vinegar and lime juice, that's what gives it, like, that's when you know, especially when you cook fish, if the fish doesn't have that citric acid, then you're like,
yes.
no, I don't want that.
That's
like,
another thing.
To have, like, I don't know.
He liked to have a fishy scent too. He was like, "Oh yeah, it need flavor." And I was like, "That's disgusting. Who does that? Who the hell is eating fish and tasting fishy?" I said, "No. If you cooking, I have to oversee what you making here." Yes, and I'm not leaving you to your own device because next thing you know, you giving some fishy fish, and then the chicken smelling like, oh God, like, you know, it smelling like a ram goat. No, that's a negative.
A ram goat. No.
And the thing about it is, you're going to get your feelings hurt because we just not going, especially the older folks, they're going to look at you and be like, I'm going to cook my own. Let me go cook my own. You're going to get you just made all this food. It's going to sit there because they're not going to eat it. And
don't let them find out and the word get around and you really
you know, we as a people always ask, who made the food? Who made what? So.
And that was the other thing too. Like I remember with parties or events and American friends would try to bring stuff. That was a no-no. They were like, they don't need to bring nothing.
Exactly. My mother was like, always like, I got it. My mother was like, I'll take care of it. You know, I'll cook. I do any cooking.
Yeah, and I would be like, that's so rude. And they were like, well, okay, you want them to bring something? They could bring drinks.
Yes. Or safe stuff. Drinks or, you know, popcorn or potato chips. Yes, you're safe with that. But the food,
oh my God.
When I cook and I have company, no, I'm doing all the cooking. I'm good. You can bring dessert.
Yeah, it depends who it is. Like if I'm having family over, then we'll cook together because it's family. Like, you know, certain people. But if it's like your American friends, and not all my American friends, because I know some, not all because I don't want them to be listening thinking, oh, that's how you feel about my food. Well, I don't want them to think that's what. It's not that at all. No, but it's just in the culture most of the time, or even if we go to events that are American events, we will be like, okay, who cooked this? We will be like, picky about what we eat. Like if we find out another culture made it, we'll eat that. But if we find out that it was...
Or even better yet, I remember my parents being like, oh, we're going to eat before we leave the house.
Yes.
Did you have that? Yeah.
It's funny because I do that with my son now because he's always like, Mom, what I'm like, we need to eat because you never know, you might be hungry. But he's like, we're gonna go. No, sir. And he doesn't understand. And it's funny the things that you repeat, but I do. So I'm like, you just need to eat something little because you might get.
Yep, that is very true.
And you're going to be disgruntled because you went there and you're hungry and now you see something you don't like or how they cooked it and do something right. And you're going to be frustrated and they'll be like, why is the angry person in the corner not eating?
Yeah. The other thing I think it's a similarity is the family dynamic, like the bond family. So one thing is like, even though I can speak for my family being Haitian, is the fact that they don't talk about the emotions, right? They get together for weddings, for funeral and all that, but the emotions, they don't talk amongst themselves about emotion. But the thing is, they're there for, like, they will drop anything for any family members. Like, you just got to be like, oh, you in trouble? Okay, what you need? I'm going to send this person. And if they don't send you, like, I know being older with my mom not being in the States, like, if she can't, then I'm the representative for her. Like, and then so I'm going to tell y'all this funny story. One of my mom's cousins passed away, right? Maybe about 4 years ago, something like that. And I knew him and stuff like that growing up. So, you gotta go represent me or whatever. So how about, Mom, I love you dearly, but how about she went on to tell me how to dress? She's like, you represent me, so you can't just be wearing just any kind of thing. She went down the list. So then when the pictures came out, because she was like, you gonna send me pictures? I sent her the pictures. She's like, oh, you did good. You did good. And then she was dissing some other cousin. I'm not going to name no names. That were not dressed like, because, my mom she's very conservative. So some of my cousins had like no sleeves, and she was like, what were they? She was asking me, like, I know. She was like, why was she thinking wearing that? Like, this is a dignified funeral. She's over here, but you did good. I don't.
Dignified funerals? Is there undignified funerals? Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
I don't try to understand that woman no more.
My bad.
But it was so hilarious. But I think, like, the bond that they have for if you in need, they're there regardless of whether or not they get along. That's another thing too. It doesn't matter if they get along with each other. If they're not talking, they just had an argument. They might not speak during the event, but
that is true.
They will, you know what I mean?
They are there for each other.
Yeah. But
yes,
weddings,
they are there for each other.
Yeah. Weddings,
they are definitely.
And I don't know about the American, but baptism is a big party too. Y'all let me know, because down here it's not the same. Yeah,
that's a jump up right there.
Yes.
Well, then the funeral is a jump up too.
Yes, funeral, weddings, and baptism.
I remember one time my cousin, her mom passed away, and I just remember, I was younger, I just remember the house being packed. The house was packed with people.
Yeah.
Music blasting. I'm like, yo, what is going? It's a fact. It was a jump up. I'm like, aren't we supposed to be mourning somebody? Somebody just died.
That's how they mourn. But yes, you are right. There's the cooking, the women, like, sitting there, and then But yeah, it's the same thing. Oh, that's so funny, though. The similarities are so hilarious. What else?
Gosh, Lord have mercy.
I'm glad we touched on the fact that a funeral is a jump up, but okay.
Does everybody here celebrate Boxing Day?
Oh, yeah. When we were younger, we did. Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Boxing Day is the day after Christmas. That's a big holiday because they have it in Canada.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Haitian, yeah.
Okay, so
they call it something else, but yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yes, my mother said
I know
that's a big thing.
And I don't think that, they celebrate Christmas differently in Haiti too. So I don't know what it's called, but they do that. And then also for us, for the Haitian, the independence, the first of the year, New Year's is a big, but because of their independence, so they are like religious with celebrating that and all over. What else? They're very prideful of like their Flag Day.
Yes.
Oh my Lord, that's another one too.
Yes, definitely.
So what does happen on the Flag Day for you, Bertie?
If you have any Haitian friends on Facebook on Flag Day, honey,
I do.
Blue. It's like another carnival, but it's just celebrating the flag. And this is across like the world, wherever there's Haitian. There's a big one in Miami.
I remember in New York, I mean, they had the flags covering the cars, the hood of the car,
From
out the
morning.
windows, honking horns, just blasting music. That's what I remember.
From morning to night, like
Yeah.
they start real early, and it's like all wee hour in the morning, and God forbid if it's on a weekend. Lord knows.
So this on the weekend is going for the whole weekend. Okay, it's the whole weekend, right?
It's fun. I mean, I've never been to one yet because it's too many people for me, but it's fun.
Oh, you don't like the carnivals? You don't like the parades and stuff like that that your culture has?
So I do. So my thing is, I'm claustrophobic when it comes to people.
Oh, what?
So I like to go and be the person in the background because if something pop off, guess what? I'm the first one out.
Wait, so how you gonna go to carnival with us? We gotta take you to carnival. You never been to carnival. You never played Mads. How's that gonna go down?
Can I ride in the car? Like I see
car? Did she say
like the DJ up top.
You know something? She will have to be on the truck. She will have to be. She doesn't want to be on the street. She'll have to be up on the truck.
Yeah. No, I want to be like on the truck. Yes, that's what we will do is over there. I'm gonna be on the truck with the DJ.
See, Lisa, her job will be on the truck. What she will do is she'll hold all our stuff and make sure she holds the liquor and the juice and the rat. Yeah, she.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna be dancing on the truck. I'm not no hold. You could dance on the truck.
It's going to be with you by your feet while you're on the truck.
Exactly.
Oh, I'm not gonna be responsible for that.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna be responsible. I'm not gonna be responsible.
You are. Yeah. If you are on the truck, that is your job. I'm sorry. It's just like it will be our job because we down there. When we have some food, we'll hand you food and stuff like that, so you'll be able to eat too. But yeah, everybody got a job. Everybody got a job.
Yep. Everybody got a job.
Yeah, I'll be on the truck like seeing everything and dancing. Let's be like, hey, Lisa, Terry, y'all, there's some shenanigans happening 5 blocks down.
And then we're gonna be like, we can't hear you.
I'm gonna be lookout for y'all.
We're gonna have another episode and have with B Mass 101 with her.
Exactly.
She has no idea. No idea.
No clue.
Oh my goodness.
No clue.
She's not holding nothing.
I've been to the Baltimore Carnival. I mean,
I was in it. That's different.
I know. On the sideline. I was on the sideline. On the truck. That's why I got to be on the truck.
No, ma'am. Oh gosh.
That's a negative on so many levels.
I'm sorry.
So disrespectful.
I know. I'm sorry. I know. I know better too. I know better. My bad. I do.
You're embarrassing your mother right now.
Well, no, I can't because technically she's a Seventh Day Adventist. She's strict. They don't do none of that stuff. So, Mom, I'm not gonna be in Carnival. Wink, wink. I'm not gonna do that. What are y'all talking about?
I think you're being very disrespectful to your co-host.
Mom, I'm not gonna play Mass. Wink, wink.
Mom, she's not gonna be half dressed. Wink, wink. Exactly.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be half dressed.
So disrespectful.
But I'm so sorry. What else are similarities?
How we were brought up, some of the things we took away from our parents to help bring up the kids and stuff like that. Just basically, I think the hygiene, the making sure that everything, your clothes are neat and clean and stuff like that. Those basics we gave to them. There are some cultural things that we also have, I'm sure have instilled in them about getting family, and we're better at breaking it down because I'm sure they ask, well, why we have to do this and what does that mean? And we're able to, break it down, but just letting them know the importance of it. So, and just being able to help them navigate their way because, we had a hard time navigating.
And you brought it. Yeah, and that's what I was going to say. Maybe that's a similarity within not our generation and the upcoming generation because everything is so out there now. You could learn and, you could talk to people, go on social media and find out about your culture and learn compared to like, let's say my mom's culture where they didn't talk about a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a similarity within the culture that is similar is that they don't talk about things that we now may talk about with our kids, such as our emotion, like how you feeling, telling your kids you love them, you know what I'm saying? Like different things like that. I think, that's a similarity, not so much with the newer generation, but I know with the older, I know that's a big thing.
A huge thing.
That's another episode.
Yeah, that's a whole nother episode. I'm gonna catch you on the flip side with that one.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna have a beer, wine, and a cocktail for that one.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You know, that's another one too that our parents probably gonna be delusional. What? I told you I loved you. You don't remember? They are exactly.
People, wait for it, people, wait for it, because it's like the big truck is coming.
But yeah, this was another great episode. A great talk, ladies.
It was. But I'm sure we have a lot more similarities. So if you guys think of anything else, you know, Haitian, Dominica, and Trinidad, and you're from those countries, and you think of anything that we missed or want us to, you know, bring another content, we'll be more than happy to do that. Just hit us up, leave comment, questions.
All right, ladies.
Bacchanal Queens, and we down the road. We're gone.
Thank you for joining us this week on Unfiltered Limin with BLT. Check us out on Instagram, Twitter, and join our Facebook page. As always, subscribe to our show to catch every new episode. Leave us a review so we can continue to bring you fresh and exciting content. See you next Thursday, same time, same station. Unfiltered Limin with BLT is edited and produced by Unfiltered Limin with BLT.